I'm here today doing my very first ever what I wore this month video for the month of, well, late August, September 2015. My name is Lori and I absolutely love watching these videos, and I figured that it'd be fun to give one a go. So here I am. The first day, my cycle lasted 6.5-ish days this month. The first half a day was really just a little bit of spotting, so it was probably more like 6. But I do like watching the videos that go day by day, and it helps me to kind of keep track of my cycle when I'm aware of what was going on day by day. So this month I wore 1 cup. I didn't wear it for every day of my cycle. I'll let you know which days I did wear it, but it was the Ruby cup. It's quickly becoming one of my more favorite cups. It's also got the stem trimmed off, and it works very well. I didn't have any issues with it at all when I wore it this month. So the first half a day, as I was saying, was just light spotting. So I put on this 8.5-inch Yurtcraft pad. Wore this to bed that night and woke up the next morning, and my period had started. So I put on this 12-inch fig leaves pad. You gotta love the garlic print, if nothing else for the comedic value of it keeping the vampires away. Okay, so after the garlic pad, I put on this 11-inch Phoenix Rising Reusables pad in a Sailor Moon print. I grew up on in the time that Sailor Moon was airing on TV, and I absolutely had to have this when I seen it come up in her shop. The next pad is got a fuzz on it, is a 12-inch, I believe, 12-inch cotton candy eco cloth in this super awesome pinup print. And then overnight, that second night, my flow had really started and I was going into my heaviest day. So I wore this 16-inch Yurtcraft pad. I love these. They are bulletproof. Nothing's going to get through them, and they're great to wear to bed at night if you're not wearing a cup and you really want to make sure that you don't leak. So. The third day, I had not put in my cup yet, so I was still using just pads. In the morning, I wore this 12-inch fig leaves pad in this great chocolate bar print. Went on to wear one of my very favorite pads. This is made by an awesome maker found on Facebook, Hoo Rags, and this is a 13-inch tree pad. It's the tree from The Wizard of Oz, and it is absolutely stunning. Just absolutely a beautiful pad, and it's super comfortable as well. Very well made. The next pad is a 12.5-inch Yurtcraft pad in one of the geometric prints that she offered. I absolutely love, love, love this print. It is beautiful, and it's not really coming up on camera, but these colors are super, super, super vibrant. I'm filming at about midnight, so there's no natural light at all. I'm in my sewing studio, which has probably the best lighting in the house for the evenings, but still not natural light. So the third night, I wore this 14.5-inch Yurtcraft pad to bed, just about the same, really not that much different than the 16-inch, and they work just as well. They are all backed in WinPro, the Yurtcraft pads, which make them so water resistant. Great for overnight heavy days. Okay, so the fourth day, I woke up in the morning and I desperately needed some coffee. So I put on my Sunday coffee print pad, and this is again by Hoo Rags on Sundays. She has 1 or 2 special Sunday pads. And if you're super snappy, you can snatch one up. But you really have to comment on the photo when she posts it as quickly as possible, because they get snatched up really fast. I then went to, wow, a lot of food prints this month. This fig leaf s'mores pad. A lot of my fig leaf pads are food related. She has a lot of really amazing prints, and I seem to be drawn to her food genre pads. So this is a 12-inch s'mores print. I then went to this 12.5-inch Yurtcraft pad. It is an absolutely stunning, beautiful pad. I just love these northern lights. I'm actually in Canada and can occasionally see the northern lights from where I live. So this is just really struck a chord with me, and it's backed in her Power Shield Pro, I believe is what she refers to it as, backing, and it's almost like a nylon, but it's softer than a nylon, and it is like so like paper thin, and nothing gets through it either. It's a very amazingly thin, very absorbent pad. And then overnight that night, I wore my 13-inch OBV Mama Cloth. I find this pad is so floppy, so I actually wear it overnight because I find that if a pad is too floppy during the day, it moves around a little bit, just for my personal preference. So I wore this overnight. It's so comfy and so soft. And then on my 5th day, I finally decided to wear my Ruby cup. It's not that I don't like my cups. I do normally primarily wear cups during my period, but I just have so many beautiful pads that I wanted to use those this cycle. So in the morning I put in my Ruby cup and I put on this 10-inch liner in this geometric bee print. This is actually a pad that I made myself. I bought this fabric for a really good friend whose birthday is coming up. She loves bees, so I made her a couple of pads in this print, and this was just a test to see if I liked the edge stitching that I did on it, and I do really like it, so that's how I made her pads as well. So I gave it a test run this cycle. This next one is a 13-inch panty candy. It's in a cotton knit top in the Acid Rain print. This is actually a heavy pad, but it's super thin, so I actually can wear it as a cut backup as well. And I love the knit. I find it is just really nice up against the skin. It wicks away any moisture. I didn't have any leaking with my Ruby cup this month, so it was a non-issue, but it's still a really comfortable pad to wear. This next pad, again, it's a moderate, more like a liner. It's super duper thin, and this is by Nighttime Skies and Fireflies in a absolutely amazing Matt Smith Doctor Who print. Believe that one is 12. Yeah, it's 12 inches. And then overnight, the 5th night, I didn't wear a cup. I took it out, so I put on this 13-inch cotton peak top pad, which is like a stay dry fabric. I made this pad myself. I call it the Vampire Dentist pad. It's just funny. All right, and on that 6th day, I did wear a cup as well, but I was still wearing pads because I just find them so comfy. So I put on this pad in the morning. It is a 12.5-inch pad that I made myself in a sushi print. And then I put on this County Cloth Creations autumn pad. It's absolutely beautiful. And I believe that one's 12 inches. And then overnight, that 6th night, I wore my 13-inch Harp Diapers Exploding TARDIS pad, and I absolutely love the shape of this pad. I find it sits really well for me, and even though it's a heavy pad, it's not super thick, but I barely feel it, so I really love it. It's got a fairly narrow gusset for this size of pad, and I think that might be part of the reason why it sits really nicely. And then that last day, I was just lightly spotting as my period was ending, so I just put in some liners. In the morning, I wore this grammatical print pad. This is one of the ones I made myself. It's 10 inches, and then I wore this Elvis pad, again, that I made myself. It's 10 inches. And then I wore this wrap style overnight, just in case there was any bleeding overnight. It's an 11-inch moderate to heavy. It's cotton backed, but it's got a layer of PUL. So if I did happen something crazy went down and I did need some absorbency, this would have handled it. So that is what I wore this month. There was a total of 23 pads and my Ruby cup. So thanks so much for watching. I don't know how often I'm going to be uploading videos, but I really enjoy watching them, and it was actually quite fun to make this as well. So it may become a hobby, it may not, but I thought it would be fun to give it a go either way. So thanks for watching. Have a great night.